Missoula. I'm Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Scott Ramp. That just ended right there. Just like, oh yeah, I'm done playing.
That was great.
That's it.
And that was Asaph Adonai on the piano. That was great, Asaph.
We'll talk about that song in a bit.
What was that funky tune?
Funky Town is the name of it. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Nice.
I'm not even going to try to say it because I might end up swearing on television.
Not that kind of town, Scott.
Okay. Anyways.
It's a funky one.
I'm not even trying to say it. Don't even get me started. But let's change subject and go directly to weather because it has been hot.
Hot.
Yesterday, I think it touched in the 90s. And again, it's going to touch into the 90s with a high of 94 today.
Woo!
Yes. If it's 94 now, can you imagine what it's going to be like in late July and early August? It's going to be awful.
I know, it's going to be so hot.
But of course, you can expect those kind of temperatures to be out through the week and with some isolated thunderstorms happening and then pretty much being sunny and great outside. So if you want to go on the river, you can, but it's really high, so you might die.
Yeah, unless you get a life jacket or.
I know it's really morbid, but the river's high and dangerous.
Scott, it's Monday. Come on, don't be so morbid so early.
It's Monday.
That's true. Wise words from Old Man Rant.
It's always something.
It is. Yeah. Well, but at these temp rates, we'll be able to float safely in like a few weeks.
Yeah,
honestly.
with all this evaporation.
Yes, I can't wait.
I can already just feel it. It's just like I can feel the water just like coming up from the ground and like, ooh.
On your skin.
Yeah, but this morning was great. Like,
yes, it was.
It's just like
morning.
It's good just to wake up early, just like you're outside and this is great, and then this afternoon it's gonna be like this is the worst thing I've ever.
Did you sleep well last night, Scott? Nice and cool
yeah,
for you?
fairly.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, for some reason I find it easier to fall asleep if I have like a shirt on.
Oh.
Because it's like usually takes me a couple minutes, and then if I'm just like in my boxers or whatever, and I usually struggle for some reason.
Really?
It's the weirdest thing. It's like
maybe it's the security.
It's the security of the shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you, shirt.
Thanks, shirt. Thanks, shirt.
Of course, we have a guest on today.
We do. Yes.
And it's Krista Hellem, and she's with the Partnership for Children, and she's the outreach coordinator and
talk about some of the events that are going on for them this month.
Yep.
So we'll have her on in a few minutes. But first, we're gonna do some social media.
Yes, so, let's talk about our website, which is wakeupmissoula.com/wakeupmissoula.
God, that was adorable.
That was too adorable. I'm gonna throw up. And you can also like us on our Facebook page.
Mm-hmm. You can like Wake Up Missoula on Twitter, as well as Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter,
where we post current programs and more, what's happening on MCAT, what shoots we're doing, what kind of partnership outreach we're doing, and also you can like MCAT on the Facebook page as well as, I don't have the website queued up, but you can find out more about our website.
Yeah, MCAT.org, and you can find out everything you want to know about MCAT. Watch live stream videos, video on demand, anything you need to know about us. You can check it out on MCAT.org.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I do have some videos happening, and starting at 4 p.m. today, it's the DIY Fashion and Recycling Show, where the contestants design and repurpose outfits, and I think this is really pretty sweet. So this is a little taste of what's happening at 4 p.m. tonight.
I folded the newspaper and created a graph design. And used newspaper and that. Then I did use some recycled duct tape from around the house. It's kind of warm.
Did you use a form for that part, or?
And as you can see, she is a deaf contestant.
Yeah, she did a good job.
Yeah, there's a lot of designers, and this is about a half-an-hour program that you can watch on MCAT.
Cool.
So, yeah.
And what time is that at?
It's happening at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Perfect.
Tonight on MCAT. But of course, we, as for Missoula, we have this one. It's called 350 Missoula, and it's they've been doing rallies around Missoula about climate change and climate action. And here is one of the speakers talking about climate action.
Perfect.
The environmental impact statements we've seen so far for the Keystone Pipeline and the Tongue River Railroad, and much of the discussion at conferences like this, are fueled by cynicism. the idea that Montana's fossil fuels will be burned anyway. There is nothing to be done. Don't worry about it. Let's make some money. We say to those deniers with pockets full of Koch brothers cash, these Madison Avenue merchants of doubt, these politicians who say they see climate change every day and then vote for every fossil fuel development, every pipeline, every new coal port and transportation route, no matter how dangerous to our communities, we say to them, there's a strong wind blowing.
Yep, and of course you can see that all happening tonight at it says 4:30, so right after the the recycled fashion show, you can watch the People's Energy Rally.
Nice.
And of course, there is Diversity Day. Of course, I showed a little bit of it last time, but this is NCBI. They did a diversity show, and it's going to be happening tonight as well on MCAT. So here's a little taste of that.
Listens, he's a good kid, you know. Say we're at a place like this, you know, and there's no chairs, and an elder walks in, you know, boom, he'll give up his chair and say, you can sit right here, you know. Or say if there's a buffet line, you know, and everybody's getting in line, and there's elders there, he'll go and get him a plate and bring him a plate. He won't let him stand in line. You know, warrior stuff, man. We should all be doing that kind of stuff. So anyway.
And of course, yeah, that's just a short little interlude.
Yeah.
And that's, his name is Superman. And he was featured on MTV a couple times, and
Cool. He's really good. He's very talented. Mm-hmm. He plays a really sweet flute. Mm-hmm. But like sweet, but also like sweet. Both kinds.
But of course, we have to bring out our guests in just a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I'll talk about Tuesday programs later.
Later, nice, yeah. So we will bring Krista out right after this.
An MCAT camp right now, and over the past summer we've had many of them, so many that I can't keep track. And during these camps we've had groups making movies all day long. It's a really great thing, and you can sign your child up today. The thing is, MCAT camps are amazing and fun, and everyone loves them. So, if you're thinking of camps to put your child in this summer to get them away from you, choose MCAT, because we know what we're doing, I think. And everything is just spectacular. Here I am, MCAT. Here I am, MCAT. Everything is cool. Here I am, MCAT. Here I am, MCAT. Everything is cool with a K.
Yep,
Hello,
we're here.
We're back with Krista, and you are here with Partnership for Children. So what exactly is Partnership for Children?
Partnership for Children is an organization that's been around. We are a nonprofit established in 1998. We help kids with either long-term permanent housing or therapeutic supports if kids are needing extra supports.
So let's talk about the upcoming events that you guys are hosting. Could you talk about them?
Sure. So this week, actually tomorrow night, we are hosting an information night, and that is an opportunity for people in the community to come and learn about Partnership for Children, what we do well, the supports that we have in place for anybody willing and able to care for extra kids. And later this month on the third Thursday, which is actually this month, I think it's the fourth Thursday on the 25th of June, we have a citywide support group that has been formed as a collaboration from a lot of different organizations in the community. And we are going to have a topic of special guest, full dinners served for everyone, as well as kids programming.
Awesome.
So it's a great event for families who want to learn more or who are currently caring for extra kids to come and find support in community.
And when is that event?
It's the 25th of June.
Awesome.
How long has Partnership for Children been around?
We were formed in 1998, and we serve pretty much all of the Bitterroot, all of Missoula. We also go north. We have an office in Polson.
Nice.
Have you? How long have you been working for Partnership?
I've been at Partnership about 1.5 years.
Cool. And
How have you how have you liked working there?
I have learned so much in a year and a half. It's been awesome. I feel like more importantly, it's brought awareness to the needs in our community, both local information about kids who need a place to live as well as adoption opportunities in our community. And then what works, what doesn't. So I feel like the staff, not me personally, but the staff at Partnership know how to work with kids. They're actually amazing working with kids, and it's been a real joy to see an approach and actually see results.
And what is one of the most pressing issues in Partnership for Health or Partnership for Children for kids?
For kids, I would say that kids who have experienced abuse, neglect, trauma, and that could be just manifested in any way, they are learning how to trust adults to meet their needs. So oftentimes kids who have not experienced a safe, loving adult relationship have to go back and learn how to do that safely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. And so that can be a process.
It could be a process, yeah.
So, what can people expect from going to these events? Like, let's talk about the first event and then the next citywide event.
So at the information night, I will be present as well as hopefully another piece of our staff, and we can show you our office, talk about foster care, talk about the process of getting licensed. We could talk about kind of our approach, our theory, what works well with these kids. And then at the citywide event, it's going to be hosted at a church in our community, the Missoula Alliance Church. And at that, there's usually about 100 people who share a meal, have a guest speaker, and where the kids get to interact with other kids who they may find a connection with or friendship. It's more of a support group.
Great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, where can people find more information?
I'd love to invite everyone here to visit our website, which is Partnership for Children, which is pfcmtformontana.org.
Great. Well, thank you. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Thanks for having me.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for coming on. We'll be right back right after this.
Can you spot the person with a brain injury? How about here? Or here? You can't always see a brain injury. There are people all around us with brain injuries. Meet Adeline, who suffered a fractured skull from a sledding accident. This is Glenn, who fell from his work truck. Missy was the victim of a random act of violence. Join Brain Injury Alliance in Montana March 30th for Bowl for Brain Strong. For more information and volunteer opportunities, please visit biamt.org.
Hey, we're back. And of course, Noelle has some
we're back
wacky events or something, or just events.
It's pretty chill. It's a pretty chill time today.
Which is good.
Yes.
You know, it's Monday, Tuesday. There's gonna be a lot of events happening, but there's also a lot of camps.
That's true. That's true. Well, and all of the camps that I saw were starting today, and the registration was today. And so I didn't want to talk about it because, it's today, and I didn't know if there was time for other people to register if they were interested. But there are a lot of camps. You can check out MissoulaEvents.net for today to find out what camps there are and if there's still time to register.
And you too can sign up your own kids to our very own MCAT summer camp where they get to learn how to use videos and editing and all sorts of great stuff.
Starts in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it starts.
We are very excited.
Yeah, it starts in like 2.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yep. We're great. It's fun. So for Monday, this afternoon, starting at noon, there is Montgomery Distillers got their Moscow Monday. So this is every Monday where $1 from each cocktail sold goes to a local nonprofit. And their categories for nonprofits are usually environmental stewardship, fighting homelessness, and then helping children. Those are usually their categories that you have to fit into if you want them to, donate to your nonprofit.
It's like 50 cents per, $1 from each cocktail.
Yeah. Either way, good drinks, good people. It'll be fun.
Locally brewed, distilled.
Locally distilled. Yoga for Wellness is at the Learning Center at Red Willow. This is a well-rounded mix of gentle, restorative, and energizing yoga poses, as well as breathwork and guided meditation and relaxation techniques to help you get through that day. Because Mondays can be stressful. Yeah. Bridge group is at the Missoula Senior Center. This is the beginners brush up group, which is on Mondays at 1. Advanced Bridge 1 group meets at Wednesdays, Thursdays at 1. And then Fridays is Party Bridge.
Party Bridge. Nice.
I don't know why I have to do that every time I talk about Party Bridge, but I do. $1.25 fee is charged to cover expenses. Missoula Public Library is hosting electronics exploration, so you can go into their electronics lab and learn about all the really cool stuff that they've got. They have Raspberry Pi, Snap Circuits, Little Bits, Arduino, and they have various electronic platforms you can learn from and explore, and they're all very nice over there. And so you can check it out if you want to know more. Raising the Dead is at the Top Hat Lounge. This is where they've got their 2 hours of recorded Dead music from 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. 40 years of live Grateful Dead shows. So yeah, Top Hat starting at 5. Scrabble is at the Missoula Public Library starting at 6 p.m. This is from 6 to 8. You can bring your own board and your friends, or maybe you hop onto another people's board and hang out, collaborative. Yeah, 6 to 8 at the Missoula Public Library. Then there is Service Industry Night. If you work in the service industry, you can go on over to Plonk starting at 6 p.m. and ask for their discounted menu where they will have different appetizers and drink specials.
Would you be able to do that, or is that for like...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for like people that like restaurant jobs or bartending jobs. But they've never asked me where I work. So I feel like you could work retail and be like, hey, can I see that menu?
Right.
And they're like, sure.
If you deal with customer service, you're gonna need this.
Yeah. But it's cool. They have really nice discounted stuff. Like they've got a really good half-off drink menu, and they have this really awesome cheese board that's normally like $15 and it's half off.
Wow.
It's really nice. Yeah. Can't stop, won't stop.
That's some cheap cheese.
And it's great cheese.
It's
Whatever. Scott's vegan. He doesn't even know. He hates cheese.
Hey, don't put me out. Don't just like, I don't like to talk about it.
Don't throw your veganism under the bus.
Yeah. It's not even.
So if you guys see Scott, throw some lettuce at him.
And I'll keep it.
Thank you. I'm so hungry.
Well, farmers market is getting expensive.
So there is a beginning word class tonight at the Missoula Public Library. This is learning how to use Microsoft Word. So it'll be word processing, including how to create a document, manipulate the text and font, use templates, and a few fun tricks. Registration is required, but since it's at 6 p.m. this evening, I feel like there's enough time to register. Call 721-2665 or visit missoulapubliclibrary.org/events-news/classes to register. And then my last event for Monday is the public input session at the Missoula Public Library. So this is for architects of the new library to provide input to help shape the design. So if you're an architect and you have an idea or know of someone that may want to have an idea or, go chat. Yeah, so it'll be 6 to 8 in the large meeting room this evening. So check that out if you got some ideas or want to be a part of the design process. But we're going to switch gears on over to Asaph.
Take it away, Asaph.
Well, I'm probably not going to win a popularity contest because I was not a big fan of disco music when it first came out.
No? What'd you think of it?
I was like, ugh. Like the Bee Gees and...
what did you not like about it?
That just wasn't for me. That music, that like crazy stuff. But I made an exception. There was one group I made an exception. A group called Lip Sync. That's spelled Lippsinc, and it's pronounced Lip Sync. And to tell you about this group, if I have a still picture of them, they are an R&B funk disco band from Minneapolis, Minnesota. They're best known for their chart-topping 1980 worldwide hit, Funky Town. It was #1 in 28 countries around the world, and it went double platinum.
Wow.
That's success, because they had their first release was a single called Rock It.
Nice.
From an album called Mouth to Mouth. Who thinks that up,
It was those disco days.
Yeah. Anyway, their second song on that same album, Funky Town, it spent 4 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and on the Hot Dance Music Club play charts in the United States. It sold 2 million copies in a few months. And as I mentioned, double platinum in the same year. And it also reached number 2 in the United Kingdom, and it was a hit around the world.
Wow.
But 2 years later, that group disbanded because, one hit wonder. But the person I wanted to single out was the lead singer of that group. Her name was Cynthia Johnson. You can play the video to that. And I'll tell you a little bit about it.
I want you to take me to Funky Town. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town?
Now, I don't want to sound racist or anything, but you notice there's a bunch of white people in the back of it.
Oh yeah.
That's what was so amusing about it. Like you watch shows like Soul Train. It was like the American Bandstand, the African American version of Bandstand. I don't know if you've ever heard of that show or not.
Oh yeah, of course. Yep.
So it was just kind of fun to watch this. But to tell you about this young woman here, she was born in 1956 and she's still singing today. She's the only one of that group that's still going when she went solo. Anyway, she's an American singer-songwriter, and she's an actress and a producer. And of course, best known for the worldwide hit Funky Town. Now, prior to that, she was known locally in Minneapolis for winning the 1976 Miss Black Minnesota USA pageant. And she would also sing with a group called Flight Time, that's spelled Flytetyme. She sang with that group for 7 years before breaking in with this Funky Town. And she also is an undergraduate. She has an undergraduate degree at the University of Minnesota.
Oh, cool.
1978.
Nice.
So, you can still go to college and be a one-hit wonder, but she's still going strong. She is currently a member of the 3-time Grammy Award-winning gospel group known for Sounds of Blackness.
Oh, cool.
That's a group that she's singing with.
Nice.
But she will always be remembered for Funky Town, and I don't know if she can scream them high notes anymore, but...
She might be able to.
Yeah, but, that was the only disco song I ever really liked. And of course, they use it in the Shrek movie now, Shrek number 2, and it just has an influence worldwide.
Yeah, it's a great song. It brings joy to everyone, and
It does.
you started shaking.
Yeah, but the other disco
You cannot
stuff,
not dance to that song.
Yeah, no,
basically.
I did. I made an exception. I like Funky Town, and it's kind of cool when you see Shrek and they're on their way to the far, far land, and you hear that Funky Town song in the background.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So that's my story on lip sync, and of course our featured singer Cynthia Johnson.
Cool.
That was her name.
Nice. Cool. Thanks, Asaph.
Sure.
Well, now you guys all know about Funky Town.
Yeah, Cynthia Johnson made that song famous.
But of course, I like to. I'm gonna throw a wrench in this bush that's moving forward, this funky bush. And I wanted to just show some of the old summer camp videos to encourage people to see like what the kids make and all this stuff. And this is one of the videos that the kids made about 4 or 5 years ago. You're working at some of these kids from our summer camps, and they're so small and little, and now they're like super tall, like 6'3". Like they are. But anyways, here is this is like 2010 summer camp at Raptors of the Rocky, which there's still room, and here it is.
Jimmy, where are you? I'm over here. Where? Here. Oh, ow. I guess we made it. Raptors to the Rockies.
Let's go hide.
Yeah. So I have a few questions for you. And so, okay, how far do you think Sibley can fly?
How far can she fly? She can fly from here to Mexico. Easily.
All the way to Mexico?
How good is her eyesight?
She can spot birds a mile away.
So you're saying you could have saw the criminals? So,
She could see the criminals.
and you're saying that you did?
Yes?
What do you think, Mr. Falcon?
So, how long do you think a chicken could live without its head?
I've seen them flop around for a while, but I don't think they're alive.
I think we're done here. Let's go. Locked and loaded.
Man, those guys are weird.
Whoa! Look at those eagles.
Yeah, look at that. Dude,
I guess those are really valuable.
forget robbing banks. We struck a gold mine here. What'd you say this place was?
Raptors of the Rockies.
Kate Davis's place?
Yeah, let's go look around.
Yeah, forget robbing banks. Gold mine!
We're gonna be rich.
Yeah, I wish we could have eyesight like simply.
I know, and I wish we had wings like him so we can like fly over them and see, oh my god, there, and dive down to them. I mean, this is way too hard. Look at this one. Yeah, look at this. Wait a second. There they are. Hey! There they are. This way. This way. Hey! SPCA.
What? What's the SPCA?
Peacefully.
Yeah, but that's a toy.
It's real. I just actually pressed the wrong button.
Upward. Why did you guys see that? Get out of there. Upward. Okay, you guys.
Gotcha.
Oh my god! Oh, come on!
What should we do?
This is boring.
That wallet had no money in it. Sorry.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. We're at Raptors in the Rockies. Let's go look at some eagles.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Okay, that was pretty ridiculous.
Cuties? That was funny.
They're all grown up and teenagers now.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's from our past. And we haven't done Raptors of the Rocky for like 3 years.
Yeah.
We did media camp where we went to a couple of media stations and we brought back Raptors of the Rocky again this year. And
I know, that's
Kate
gonna be
Davis
fun.
is going to be great.
Very exciting.
But of course, we have some more events to talk
Yeah,
about.
we've got stuff for tomorrow. Yeah. So tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m., so I am going to talk about one camp. American Ninja Warrior Summer Camp.
You have to say it
Mismo
super fast and
Gymnastics.
super excited.
American Ninja. Oh shoot. American Ninja Warrior Summer Camp. Ah!
Okay.
That's going to be at Mismo Gymnastics starting at 9 a.m. So it started today, and it's going to be all week. And I can imagine that you're able to register whenever, and that you can go whenever you want.
Wow.
Because it says that they have a camp runs from 9 to 4 Monday through Thursday, and then 9 to 1 on Friday. Half day and full day options are available. You can contact Mismo at 728-0908 for more info. And then you can go to mismogym.com/camps for more information as well. But since they've got full day and half day options, I can imagine that you're able to register and maybe even bring your kid in for like a day.
Well, you had me at American.
Yeah. So check that out. Mismo Gymnastics starting today, and it'll go on all week. And so obviously this is for tomorrow. Yeah. I know. I don't know. So.
It's like you come and go, but American Ninja is forever.
Forever. So Time to Tales is at the Missoula Public Library starting at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. This is for babies ages birth through 3 years. They will sing songs, learn finger plays and nursery rhymes, and hear stories. I like that
Finger plays.
interpretive. Yeah.
I just like doing the finger plays. Ow.
Preschool playgroup is at Bitterroot Gymnastics starting at 11 a.m. tomorrow. This is for ages walking to 5. And it's parents and children get to choose what they want to do, and they set up fun stations around the gym, and then all the kids and parents rotate. Yeah. So it's $8 to drop in, $12 for siblings, 11 to noon. Bubble Table is going on at the Children's Museum of Missoula from 11 to 11:30 tomorrow. You can go and play with their bubble table.
Bubble table.
Huge bubbles, yeah. Mule-tastic Tuesdays is at the Montana Distillery starting at noon tomorrow. This is where every Tuesday they give $1 from each cocktail sold will go to the nonprofit in an area. And so it doesn't say what it is, but either way you'll be drinking great drinks and giving back to the community. Yoga Warriors is at the Learning Center at Red Willow starting at 4 p.m. So they're doing this as part of their Heroes of Therapeutic Outreach program. This is for veterans and their families who are suffering with PTSD or just need an outlet. It's free for veterans and their families. So it's at 4 p.m. at the Learning Center at Red Willow, 825 West Kent Avenue. So check that out if that's something that interests you. Zootown Arts Community Center is doing a 5-week silk screening class starting at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. And so this is from June 9th to July 7th, Tuesdays from 6 to 8, $105 for members, $115 for non-members. And it's a multi-week class that is perfect to further discovery into the world of silk screening. Or, screen printing. Yeah, so you can learn the fundamentals of screening on paper and fabric. Go to Zootown Arts, I think it's zootownarts.org to find out more information on this and to register. Yeah, starts tomorrow at 6 p.m. There is an artist talk at the Starving Artist and Art Gallery located at 3020 South Reserve Street. Megan O'Brien will be giving a short artist talk about her exhibit at the gallery.
Cool.
Yeah, she'll answer any questions. So that starts at 6 p.m. tomorrow.
And we didn't have Mark Moss on here for nothing last week.
Exactly. Tell Us Something is at 6 p.m. at the Top Hat Lounge tomorrow. And the theme is, whoops, I changed my mind. I know that all the spots are taken to tell stories, but you can go and grab a seat and watch. Get there early because I hear that it fills up very quickly. And so all the stories are true and they last for 10 minutes.
Cool.
Bitterroot Gymnastics has got their trampoline jam. This is a structured drop-in class that focuses on front and back flip progressions. $8 a drop-in, $12 for siblings, 6:30 to 7:30, 5 to 12 years of age. System Check is going on at the Missoula Public Library. This is the official gamers club for ages 19 and under. They've got video games, they have tabletop games, board games, card games, dice games, all games you could want to. It's only for ages 19 and under, so if you're 20, don't go. That would be weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, every Tuesday, 6:30 at the Missoula Public Library. Good Food Store is doing a cooking class. They haven't done one of these in a while.
Yeah.
So they're doing Alaska's Wild Kenai. This is at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. Class costs $35. This is put on by Chef Tom Siegel. Last summer, he hit the road for a culinary pilgrimage to Alaska. And so tomorrow evening, he's going to be showing all the recipes that he learned from his Alaskan host family. So they're going to be making missionary punch, Anchor Point halibut cakes with Russian remoulade, Ninlichik salmon, Pirog stuffed mushrooms, and talquita iced birch cream with rhubarb and berry compote on sourdough biscuits.
I thought all they eat in Alaska was like whale blubber.
No, they eat some good stuff, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
So check that out if you'd like to. $35, 6:30 p.m. Good Food Store tomorrow. There's an African dance class at the Missoula Senior Center starting at 7 p.m. tomorrow. It is every Tuesday, 7 to 8:30, $10 a drop in, or is $35 for 4 classes.
Wow.
Come anytime. It's an ongoing class. And then my last event for tomorrow and for our show is Missoula Public Library.
Your last event for the show? All right.
For the show. The Missoula Public Library has got their second Tuesday book group discussion. And so they are discussing Behind the Beautiful Forevers, Life, Death, and Hope in a Mumbai Undercity. Yeah, 7 p.m. in the boardroom tomorrow. As always, you can find out more information at MissoulaEvents.net. You can go to the Independent, you can go to the newspaper, you can go online. The university always has their events posted too. Yeah, lots of great outlets to find out what's going on in our wonderful city. As it is summer, and summer in Missoula is so wonderful.
And of course, for Tuesday, if you want to stay inside and not do anything, and watch some of MCAT's wonderful program, you can also watch the flagship program from 2015.
Nice.
Well, this is all of the spring 2015 stuff from. Yeah, it's just
C.S.
wonderful.
Porter Middle School, Hellgate High School,
and of course Washington Middle School, which is the featured clip. I'm going to keep it short in this next video because this is a 2 hours 41 minutes of flagship stuff, all done in this half of the year.
Cool.
Pretty much spring session.
Good job, Scott.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, me. Okay, let's show the video. Here it is.
Anthony. Ian. Nanai. That spider!
I know you were wrong.
Look at that spider!
Look at that spider! It's a baby hobo. Okay, because they kind of kicked us out of our film studio. And anyway, your fifth and hardest word is tack.
What I've never been able to do. Thumbnail.
Okay, so that's that.
That was very ADD. I'm not quite sure what was going on.
And you can watch all the wonderful programs provided by us. I guess it's me and Christian and a couple other volunteers that help out with the after-school flagship program. And the whole entire series of videos is going to be on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and then again on the 19th, which is the Friday not this Friday, but the following Friday.
Nice.
But it's a 3-hour block, pretty much.
Yeah.
And of course, we are showing the Crack Hour panel once again, and I have a nice little short segment of it as well. But it is viewer discretion advised, so it's going to be on at 11 p.m. tomorrow night on MCAT. So in case you miss Crack Hour's panel, here's a little taste of it.
That I don't regret. I think it's a really good title. It's not sensational. It's almost like an academic paper. It says exactly what it is, concise. Missoula, rape in the justice system in the college town. That's a very brief, accurate description. So, I don't know what to say. That's the title. I don't regret it. I'm sorry it caused so much turmoil. I mean, it certainly caused me problems, too. So that's what it is.
Did you?
So that's just a little taste, and then he kind of explains about his book, about what it meant, and he also talked about the reporter who stood up to the big university athletic system here in town as well. Because without her, none of this would have happened. None of this would have been possible. The book and the Missoula is a lot safer place because of it, just in my personal opinion, which doesn't reflect Missoula Community Access Television, Charter Communications, or the City of Missoula.
Yep.
But of course,
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's still not a good flattery of Missoula, but still.
No, still not a good title, but that was so a month ago.
Yeah, it was, but we're still showing it on MCAT, and you can watch it on our YouTube channel, along with so many other MCAT videos and our own morning show on YouTube as well. All 200 plus episodes of Wake Up Missoula from the past, and not the future, because the future is today, which is the present. So you can see today's episode probably around 11.
Yeah, nice.
On the intranet. With all series of tubes.
A series of tubes. YouTube, HooTube, maybe tube.
I don't think people should go to HooTube. Anyways, I just want to say thank you guys very much for showing me, for watching me.
For what? Me too. Thanks for watching me too.
And watching Asaph. But of course, I really want to thank Krista for coming on our show talking about Partnership for Children. So it's pfcmt.org to find out more information about how you too can get involved for foster care or just looking after children, adoption. They help you set up with a nice little kid.
Yeah.
who's been through a lot.
Yeah. Thank you to Partnership for Children for sending someone over and hosting these wonderful events that, obviously mean a lot in our community and are really necessary. Yep. Yeah.
And you can find out more information. And if you are an organization that's interested in talking about your event, cause, or concert or lecture, you can also contact us via our website at wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. There's a little contact tab right here. It'll pop right over. You can also like us on Facebook and send us a message.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Twitter. It's really interesting to get messages on Twitter, but I'm not going to talk about it. You can also follow.
Yeah, like MCAT on Twitter, as well as Missoula Community Access Television on Facebook. And MCAT.org is where you can find out all your information, video on demand, watch all the shows, videos, find out about our summer camps, which we still have spots for. We've got our Raptors of the Rockies camp in 2 weeks. We still have open spots.
Yep.
So sign your kid up today. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go out to Kate Davis's and make movies and just have a great time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you want to get in contact with us, you call us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542
MCAT.
Also, you can email us mcat@mcat.org.
Yeah.
All
Lots of different ways to get a hold of us if you guys need.
Well, for Wake Up Missoula, I am Scott Maximus Ramph.
And I'm Noelle McAvoy. And this is Asaph. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.